After a year of game development and music composition.
Well, okay, a whole year is a very long time span to cover everything, so let me explain it. Because trust me, that text-to-speech voice is going to sound real monotonous, real fast for everything I'm about to tell you, and it's actually very good news, so let me not bore you before I get to the good stuff. In short, I am alive, and I am back. Now, of course, I'll be transparent with you guys. The beginning of the year was pretty challenging, had a few big circumstances I had to tackle, but I handled it. And thus, now I can return to social media and continue posting content and updating you guys on all my endeavors like Swordless Symphony, which has and is further going to go through a lot of interesting changes. Now, of course, the obvious elephant in the room, so Stephen, what have you been doing this year? And that is the thing I am most excited to finally announce. Throughout 2024, I have been preparing not one, but two fairly large things in secret that I aim to release this year. One of them is directly related to Sword of Symphony, and the other is not so much, but it had been a very, very popular request among you guys, so I delivered. Consider that one a gift for you guys being with me on this journey. And ever since I've been away from social media, you guys are all I've been thinking about, so thank you very much, guys. Now that one is actually already done. I finished making it around early summer. And as for the Sword of Symphony related one, that one is almost finished and right now is in its final phases of, development. I don't know if that gives anything away or not. And that will release either by the end of this year or very early next year latest. So with that being said, as I'm now going to be returning with public updates, obviously after almost a whole year, you guys are going to need to be recapped on the journey so far, especially since there's more of you following now than before. Therefore, before I post new updates, first I'm going to be doing an update marathon this Tuesday, recapping and updating you guys on my journey working on this game from the very beginning all the way up to the current stuff that I'm doing now, as there is a lot of key things and information you will have missed because I'm not always able to post the same thing on all platforms, though there is a lot more actual updates than the amount of content I've posted. For example, on TikTok, I have only posted 26 videos. I have done a lot more than just 26 things. The way the update marathon is going to work is I'm going to be covering 3 updates per session. Each session will occur every 2 days and there will be 25 sessions in total. The way I'll be covering the updates is I'll be going live on TikTok 10 PM UK time to start covering the first update, then move the session over to Instagram Live for the second update, and then move it into my community Discord server where we'll be covering the third update, and then it with a little Q&A where I'll be answering any questions you guys come up with in the session. And speaking about updates, I am happy to announce that I now have a dedicated updates page. A lot of you have been asking for even just a crumb of update. However, guys, in all transparency, in game development in general, there's always going to be a lot of things a developer will work on and also give relevant information about that don't really make any sense to make a whole video-based post on. And because of this, I have been posting different kind of updates on different social media platforms, some videos, some images, some story posts, some just written in my Discord, some in my free Patreon page. Sometimes I'll give whole updates just answering questions in interviews I've been featured in, etc. And if you've been following me across all of those, you'll actually be pretty up to date with all my activities all the way up to last month, especially if you're one of my mid to higher tier patrons. If you're one of those, you'll actually know everything I've been doing up to just a couple days ago. And not only that, but you'll have also been actively involved in some of the things I've been doing, especially back in late March and in the summer. But most of you only follow me on one platform like TikTok, where I've only posted 26 videos. And like I said, I've done more than just 26 things. So for all of you who want to follow all my updates, but don't want to have to go on a literal Easter egg hunt for them, follow the updates page at Stephen Dungu Updates. The page is ran by someone else, however, me and the person running it have a very close working relationship, so everything on that page I deem official. The page's updates will be starting all the way back from November 2020, just before I started Sword of Symphony when I released the cinematic trailer for my previous project Purpose, all the way up to where I am now and continuing onwards. And you can follow the page on Instagram and Twitter/X. Don't worry if you're following me on TikTok, guys, there will be one on TikTok. However, the person running it said they'll need to figure out the best way to convert the information into single video posts since TikTok doesn't allow videos within carousel posts, which is the format they've chosen to go with. So that's all. Recap. I am back. I'm cooking 2 things. Follow the Stephen Dungu Updates page on Instagram and X. Stay tuned for my update marathon, and I'll see you on Tuesday and every 2 days from then onwards for the next 50 days. Peace.